Hi everyone, Nathan Hall here. Today's lesson, what we'll be talking about in the live classes this week, word problems in algebra. I've been helping a lot of students with algebra and other math. They know the numbers pretty well, but when it comes to the word problems, they get confused. So something like this, relatively easy. We can solve this. Just subtract 6 on both sides, C, less than negative 26. But then we start getting problems like this. If a roll of masking tape costs $1.15, how many rolls can you buy with this much? Okay, how do we solve that? Where do we start? You're going to see a lot more of these. Last pod I talked about open-ended questions. You'll see some of those that involve these. Also, we're going to do more writing. We're going to talk a little about capitalization. That'll be on the quiz below. And I'll be taking it off for your upcoming writing assignments. So here's the legal stuff, our standards. Here's an example I got from a recent algebra assignment. Marcia, Josh, and Jim are comparing how fast they can type. And then, whoa, how do you solve this one? Well, it's kind of easy once you figure out words per minute. You go by the average. 400 divided by 28, 125 divided by 7.5, 125 divided by 7.5, 65 divided by 3. You'll get the answer. I won't tell you what it is here because this was in last pod's math class. So word problems, you'll find some real-world situations. The key, sorting out the tricky words, finding out the teacher's asking for. So what you have to do, read the whole thing. Don't be afraid if you don't understand all the words. Just read the whole thing. Some words will be more important, some key words. They'll show you whether to add, subtract, multiply, divide. Variables. Variables, remember, are the things you don't know. Sometimes the things you have to find out. So your X, Y, or C. So write it out, then you can solve it. A lot of times the teachers will ask you to write your answer in a complete sentence. So some words to know, at least or at minimum, greater than or equal to, more than, no more than at most, less than or equal to, more than or over, greater than, less than or under, less to. Some other ones, bought. If you buy something, you get one more of it. Addition. Spent. You give away some money, usually subtraction. Added, get more. Times. How many times something happens? Usually multiply. Half, quarter, that's division. Sum. What you get when you add up. Addend. Numbers that are being added. Product. The answer in a multiplication problem. Factor. What gets multiplied by what? Quotient. Answer in a division problem. Those will be on the quiz down below. We'll go over them in the live classes too. So here we have an example. Keith has $500 in a savings account. He wants to have at least $200 in the account. Withdraws $25 each week for food. So you see how I highlighted all the important terms. The 500 at least. So he's going to so this is going to be division. You have to figure out how many weeks. So how many weeks can he go and leave at least 200? Well, little subtraction. We'll go over that one in the live class, or we can go over it here. This PowerPoint will be posted as well. So you can see how to break that out. I don't think you guys have very many inequalities yet, but you will soon. So here's some examples we'll go over in the live classes, and a few more. Now here's the other thing I want to talk about, capitalization. I do take off points for this in essay. Why do I do that? Rules for capitalization are pretty much the same in Spanish as they are in English. You capitalize the same when you write in Spanish as you do in English. You're writing academically. Not going to say good or bad, just academically. So first word in every sentence, proper nouns, names, places. I'm tired of seeing Puerto Rico not capitalized. It's a beautiful island. PR, make them big. Acronyms like NASA, abbreviations, USA. So if I take off points, you can resubmit your work, and we'll go over this in class. Otherwise, that's it for this lesson. If you want to come to a live class, we'll go over it. Otherwise, the PowerPoint is attached right here. You can look at that as well. So, adios for now.